no sound. So how about now? No sound. So how about now? Let me know if you can hear me, please. Okay, hopefully you'll let me know if you can hear me okay.
How about
It looks like on my end the sound is okay, but I need your confirmation,
please?
because sometimes the technology looks like it's all a go here, and then I find out later that it didn't work. So I appreciate your letting me know.
Hopefully,
You'll let me know if you can hear me okay.
How about
It looks like on my end the sound is okay, but I need your confirmation,
please?
because sometimes the technology looks like it's all a go here, and then I find out later that it didn't work. So I appreciate your letting me know.
Hopefully,
You'll let me know if you can hear me okay.
how
All
about
right, as I
now?
said, if you're joining me live or in the chat, let me know where you're watching me from. Because sometimes the
It's
technology
always
looks
fun
like
to
it's
know
all
where
a go
people are
here, and
coming
then I
from,
find out
where
later
they're
that it
at.
didn't work. So I appreciate your letting me know.
Hopefully,
You'll let me know if you can hear me okay.
how
All
about
right, as I
now?
said, if you're joining me live or in the chat, let me know where you're watching me from.
There's no sound, so
It's
technology
always
looks
fun
like
to
it's
know
all
where
a go
people are
here,
coming
and then I
from,
find out
where
later
they're
that it
at.
didn't work.
So I appreciate your letting me know.
Hopefully,
You'll let me know if you can hear me okay. All
it
right,
looks
as I
like
said, if
now.
you're joining me live or in the chat, let me know where you're watching me from.
There's no sound, so
It's always fun
looks like
to
it's
know
all
where
a go
people are
here, and
coming
then I
from,
find out
where
later
they're
that it
at.
didn't work.
So I appreciate your letting me know. You'll let me know if you can hear me okay. All right, as I said, if you're joining me live or in the chat, let me know. Oh, great! Sounds like there's great. You can hear me now. Maybe I just needed to adjust the mic. Great. Looks like we are go friends. That's awesome. You'll let me know. I'm getting confirmation here that yes, sound great. So we've got sound. Oh, great. We've got picture. Great. Awesome. Maybe I just needed to adjust the mic. Great.
It is
Looks
Wednesday,
like we are
September
go
13th,
friends. That's awesome.
and it's an
And
exciting night
I'm getting
because
confirmation here
the mini catalog
that
is live today.
yes, sound great.
So
So
I
we've
thought
got
it'd be a great
sound. Oh,
time
great.
before
We've
show
got
break
picture. Great. Awesome. Maybe I just needed to adjust the mic. Great.
already have a
Looks like
catalog
we are
that
go
would
friends.
like
That's
one
awesome.
I would love an
And
opportunity to do your
I'm getting
demonstration.
confirmation here
The mini catalog
that
below.
yes, sound great. So we've got sound. Oh, great. We've got picture. Great. Awesome. And
Maybe I just needed to adjust the mic. Great.
already have a catalog
We
that
are
go friends. That's
one
awesome.
on my website.
Getting confirmation here.
HTTPS
Yes, sound great. So we've got sound. Oh, great. We've got picture. Great. Awesome. Maybe I just needed to adjust the mic. Great.
already has a
Looks like
catalog
we are
that
go friends. That's awesome.
on my website.
Okay. Getting confirmation here.
HTTPS
Yes, sound great. So we've got sound. Oh, great. We've got picture. Great. Awesome. Maybe I just needed to adjust. I'm not sure there's an echo, but I don't know where the echo is coming from. So,
on my website.
how about now? Can you hear me now and not have an echo? Okay, I've adjusted my audio, my desktop audio, so let me know if there is an echo now. Okay. Okay. So let me know if you can hear me okay. No echo. Oh, great. Thank you, Chris. Welcome, Chris. Glad you're joining me. Awesome. Um, Great. Well, my husband's watching from afar and he's telling me that there was an echo. So I adjusted my desktop audio and so hopefully there is no echo. Chris says there is none. So great. Thank you, Chris. Glad you're here with me. So here we have the mini catalog And like I said, it became live today. And there's a digital version on my online store if you do not have one in your hands. If you do have one, if you are a current member, excuse me, if you are a current customer of mine, you will receive one of these. So we're going to go ahead and get started because I'm excited to share this with you. So we're going to go to page 4 of the catalog. And if you can't see at any point in time during the video, please let me know. I'll be watching the comments to see if there's something I need to adjust. So on page 4 of the catalog, we have a new stamp set that is geared toward breast cancer. It's a cling stamp set that's Love and Courage, and it has some great sentiments and images for sending cards of encouragement to people that you may know with breast cancer. And then Stampin' Up! Will donate $3 to a breast cancer organization with each purchase of the Love and Courage stamp set. The cost of the stamp set is $25. And there's actually a photo in here of 6 different Stampin' Up! Employees who have dealt with breast cancer. So I think that's a great cause. And I'm glad to see that Stampin' Up! Is contributing to such an organization. So next we're going to go on to page 6. And the catalog here begins with scrapbooking workshop kits. There's a step-by-step theme projects that you can do. There's a what do you want to call that? Well, it's escaping, but you can scan that barcode. It's not really a barcode, but you can scan that, and it should take you to some guided instructions. So we're going to enter the kits, and on page 8, we begin with the scrapbooking workshop kits. They have, Stampin' Up! Has great scrapbooking workshop kits. Usually they make 3 2-page layouts, the kits do. And this is another one. This is more holiday themed. And let's see. So each kit you get step-by-step colored instructions. You get 10 pages of designer series paper, 5 sheets of 2-tone cardstock. You also get 2 sheets of the white willow cardstock. And there's 3 sheets of stickers and pre-cut images, and also the photo placeholders. And down here in this corner here, it shows the different contents of the kit. And then something that I like that Stampin' Up! Does with their scrapbook workshop kits is that they feature a technique with each kit. So for this particular kit, the feature is adding accents with ink and Wink of Stella glitter brush. And over here on the left-hand side of the page, they show where there's a stamped image that they've colored in, or highlighted rather, with the Stella glitter brush, and it really adds a nice touch to the page. So that's a really fun idea. I think that's a really cool thing to do. So this is a really nice scrapbook kit. It also lists in the catalog the colors with this kit and any additional projects that you might need that are sold separately. And then next on page 10 and 11, we have another kit. It's called Peaceful Days. And again, it makes 3 2-page layouts. And down here again in the corner, you can see what comes in the kit. We have 9 sheets of the designer series paper, and we have 2-tone cardstock, 5 sheets of that, 3 sheets of the sticker and pre-cut die cuts, and then the photo placeholders again. And the technique that they're using on this scrapbook kit is layered embossed paper for added texture. And the embossing folder that they used is Peaceful Greenery. And I don't know if you can see it well enough through the camera, but it's on this page here, but they've kind of gone in for a close-up here, and it's really, really cool. And you could You could, you know, highlight this with a glitter brush, or, you know, color it in or whatever, but I think that's a really nice subtle technique there, so it looks really cool. And I think this could be, this to me is more of like a winter scene as opposed to a Christmas kit. So if you'd like to do, you know, winter things, if you're like an outdoors person, or I think it has some nice images here that will really work nice in your album. Okay, page 12 and 13, we get into the quick and easy options with the memories and more cards. And I'm going to show you here on page 13 that there's these card packs, and there's 54 double-sided cards. So you get 6 each of 3 by 4 inch cards, and 6 each of 3 4 by 6 cards. So there's 3 designs of each. But these are really pretty. And on the center here, you can see if you do those, I want to call it Project Life scrapbooking, that you have your photos in here. You could put a little card in here to kind of, you know, color that up and jazz it up. So I do like that. And they make a quick card, Christmas card. You could just put one of these, layer it on a card base, and your Christmas card is done. And then on pages 14 and 15, we have the Mix and Match ephemera packs. And on the bottom of page 14, Stampin' Up! Has templates for you to use. Some are for cards, some are for gift tags, and some are for scrapbook pages. So whether you want to save time or try something new, or just don't know where to start with your project, this is a great jumping off point. And then on page 15, we do see a few of the different packs. We have the Greetings for You Mix and Match ephemera pack. And this is 6 adhesive back sheets with pre-cut sentiments, 2 each of 3 designs, and it includes gold foil. This is really pretty. Again, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's really pretty. Then we have these Christmas greeting mix and match specialty cards and envelopes. There's 10 card bases and 10 envelopes, and that includes gold foil, crumb cake, and garden green. And then down here we have Christmas tags and more. These are 6 by 6 designer series paper, and you get 36 sheets of designer series paper. That's a lot. You can do a lot with 36 sheets. It's 8 sheets each of 4 double-sided designs, and 2 each of 2 pre-cut designs. And it includes cut-apart designs. So these are more of your traditional Christmas colors, red and green, and plaid. But you can see here some samples of the little gift cards that gift tags that they've made, which is always fun. Okay, on page 16, we begin to enter the stamp era. So the first one is a photopolymer stamp, and you can see it's a traditional sentiment, Merry Christmas, and it's got the nice large font, which is really nice. And there's a sample here of how they've decorated a card with it, with a few embellishments on it, which is pretty. Then you have the traditional, what I would say, Christmas stamp set, which is the nativity scene here with the Holy Family. And you have sentiments: when they saw the star, they rejoiced. O holy night, all is calm, all is bright. For unto us a child is born. Oh, come, let us adore him. And then you've got the farm animals, and that's 11 stamps in that photopolymer set. And over here, there's some samples of cards that they've made with that stamp set, which is really pretty. And down here we have the seasonal tags. So this is a stamp set that obviously you could use some of these sentiments on a card, but the to and from would be great for little gift tags. And that's 11 stamps in that as well. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, a little tree. That's a cute little tree. I really like that. On page 18, we have the Builder Blossoms photopolymer stamp set, and basically it's different flower images that you can use to build a flower. So you can combine the stamps or use them individually for a bouquet. So that's pretty fun. And then over here on page 19, we have Wishing You Joy stamp set. It's photopolymer. And it's got, wow, several great sentiments. May your Christmas be bright. Wishing you joy. Sending you cheer. Wishing you joy in different scripts. So you've got different fonts here. Sending you cheer. And may your Christmas be bright in Noel. Up here we have a woodland scenery. There's 9 photopolymer stamps, and as you can see from the images on the card, these are small images, so they're kind of little petite. Some people like little petite images on their cards, and so they can send a small note card instead of a bigger card, and this stamp set and these sentiments are perfect for that. Okay, on page 20 and 21, now we're getting into traditions of Christmas. So we'll see, we're going to be using colors of cherry cobbler, real red, old olive, pool party, and secret sea and gold. Ooh. So the first sweet collection is Traditions of Christmas. And with that collection, you get 2 stamp sets. These are both photopolymer stamp sets. The first one is Traditional Labels, and it says Season's Greetings, Happy Christmas to You, Merry and Bright, Sending, 'Tis the Season, a To and From stamp, Sending Love and Joy, Cheer Wishes, Merry, Just for You. So lots of great sentiments, and these are like labels, stamps. So you're not only getting the sentiments, but that background label image. The other stamp set that comes with the kit is Christmas Greenery, and it's just that you've got some little branches, and looks like kind of like a poinsettia there. So that's pretty. And then you have the dies that go with each stamp set. So down here, all these labels up here, you can cut out with the die set. Same thing here with the Christmas Greenery. You can cut out all these stamps. This is a really pretty embossing folder that's in the shape of a wreath. I don't know if you can see that well enough. And then you have these embellishments, and of course ribbon. Yeah, the embossing folder is called Traditional Wreath 3D embossing folder. And then you have the sparkling sequins that comes in real red, old olive, and pool party in gold. And you get 240 pieces. These are adhesive back pieces, so that's a lot. And this is real red shiny ribbon, 10 yards of that. And then of course you get this beautiful 2-sided designer series paper, which has gold throughout. This is really gorgeous. I've seen this, and it's really, really beautiful. So if you like a little bit, if you like gold, this is a great selection. Yeah, you get 12 sheets of the DSP, 6 double-sided designs. So that's a really beautiful set. And then these are some of the cards on pages 24 and 25 that they've created using those stamp sets. And you can see they're a little bit smaller here in the images. But here, some of them, they've used some watercolor pencils. And then here's kind of neat how they've embossed this in the background and attached a photo. And that's their Christmas card. I like how they're doing some watercolor painting here. And then here we have gift tags. Oh, that's really cute. I love these. Usually I end up making some gift tags every year, so I really like this set. And I love the gold in it. It's beautiful. And here it has an image of a box that you can make. You can scan the QR code, and it gives you instructions on how to make the box to hold all these pieces if you want to give that as you know, a gift to someone, which is a great idea. Okay, page 28 and 29, we've got North Pole Delivery collection, sweet collection. And the colors are Poppy Parade, Petal Pink, Garden Green, Pool Party, Pecan Pie, and Very Vanilla. So in this suite, you get the photopolymer stamp set Jolly Delivery. And it's got several little animals, bears and dogs, very cute, with packages and mailbox and letters. The sentiments are, hoping this Christmas is the most magical yet. Special delivery from here to there. Sending merry tidings. Merry Christmas and happy wishes from the North Pole. And then something that's a little bit different here is you get 200 adhesive back pieces of deer dots. And then you get this die cutout, it looks like. And then you get some fluffy trim that's white. And of course the designer series paper, which is cute. Looks like it's got like a little mail delivery truck. And on the back side it's got, you know, little stamped images and presents and some checkers on that side. And then again, more animals here dressed up for the holiday and packages. So that's pretty cute. And it includes again 2 sheets of pre-cut designs. So you get all of that in the Sweet Collection. So the Sweet Collections have the stamp set, the dies, the embellishments, and the designer series paper. So I always like to get the Sweet Collections because then it's got everything. And it's not, I don't have to shop piecemeal. So I do enjoy that. On pages 30 and 31, we have pictures of some of the cards that they've designed using that Sweet Collection. These are really cute. Here it is, special delivery from me to you, with the mailbox and packages and envelopes. And here it's like a downtown area. Merry Christmas and happy wishes. So very cute. And over here that shows the die that you can make these little gift boxes. Aren't those cute? And you could put some handmade note cards in there for people to use during the holidays. So I like that. On page 32 and 33, we have the Sweet Collection that is called Peaceful Garden. It is a beautiful set. You get the photopolymer stamp set that has 9 stamps, and the sentiments are love, peace, love, and joy. Sending, wishing you with deepest sympathy, peace on earth, all the best in your new adventure, heartfelt prayers, big hugs for a good friend. Then you get the dies, and you get glimmer paper, which is really cool. You get 6 sheets of 3 different colors, so that's blue, dark gray, and soft green. You get a beautiful greenery 3D embossing folder. And then you also get these called Hues of Blue Flowers, and they are beautiful. You get 160 adhesive back pieces that come in colors of white, cloud cover, misty moonlight, and secret sea. Cloud cover and secret sea are 2 of the new in colors that we have this year. And those are, I really love the secret sea. That's a beautiful shade. It's a dark shade, but it's really beautiful. And then we have the silver edged ribbon in misty moonlight. You get 10 yards of that. And the designer series paper is 12 sheets, and it's double-sided, and you have images of doves and leaves and flowers. So let's turn the page and see what they've made with this collection. So there's a couple of different designed cards here, and tags and labels that you can put on your cards. And here I like how they've done something a little bit different. They've embossed on a cardstock, attached a label with a stamp, and did some die cuts of doves and put that in a frame for a little decor. So I think that's really pretty. And then also here they've packaged up some candles with some DSP and a tag that reads peace, love, and joy. And I think that's a great housewarming gift
for the holidays when you're going to someone's home for dinner. So that's a really beautiful set. Tell me what you think of the catalog so far. Do you like some of the colors? Do you like the traditional Christmas colors, or do you like, you know, something different? Okay, the next page on 36 and 37, we have the Lights of Aurora Suite Collection. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. So you get the stamp set, photopolymer stamp set. The sentiments are: your strength inspires me. May your day be filled with. Wishing you a year of. Embrace the. Thank you. You are a. And then in the kind of script, we have love, light, wonder, magic. And there are 11 stamps in that stamp set. We have frosted iridescent dots. You get 200 adhesive back pieces, and those are in Berry Burst, Gorgeous Grape, Balmy Blue, and Clear. You have the die cuts of the scenery, which is beautiful. You have the Balmy Blue sheer ribbon, and the 6x6 Lights of Aurora Designer Series paper. That's 48 sheets that are in that set. And these are called the Wonderlight dies, and there's 9 dies. But here on the opposite page, you can see some of the beautiful cards that they've made, just gorgeous. And here they have like a little gift card, and the colors are Azure Afternoon, that's that darker color, Balmy Blue, Pool Party, Berry Burst, Gorgeous Grape, and Basic Black. Very dramatic colors, but really beautiful. Okay, and then on page 39, so this is kind of interesting. We'll go back to page 38 for a minute because it talks about the Lights of Aurora Suite Collection. And it says that their artist hand-painted the Lights of Aurora paper using soft pastels, and then she painted the lines of color and pushed the paint out with a foam block to create the effect of glowing northern lights sweeping across the night sky. I love how they share with us how the creators create their images and designer series paper. And then it suggests that you can change up the color combinations to take the landscape dies from day to night and season to season. And here is an image of that where it's much lighter. You don't have the Lights of Aurora, but you have the mountain scene in the background and the lake and the green trees. So it reminds me of kind of like Lake Tahoe kind of thing. Okay, on page 39 we have the Autumn Toile. And this is beautiful. The colors are Cajun Craze, Mossy Meadow, Pecan Pie, Early Espresso, Very Vanilla, Gray Granite. Of course, very much fall colors. So with this sweet collection, you get 2 stamp sets. They're both cling stamp sets, meaning they're the red rubber. And the first one is called Amber Autumn. The sentiments are: blessed to have you in my life. Autumn wishes, grateful for you. Thanks, you're simply the best. There's 7 stamps there. Autumn Trees has 7 stamps as well. Of course, there's trees and some stones and deer. Let's see, you have the Amber Autumn dies, which is 5 of them in there. Then you have the Autumn Tree stamp set that has the clings, and then the Autumn Tree dies. And you have this beautiful foil designer series paper. That's gorgeous. It's kind of like an earthen tone metallic. That's 12 by 12. And then you get what these are called streaked dots, and you have to look up close. They've got it a close up here in the circle. Those are really neat. I like those. And then of course the 12 by 12 designer series paper, which is beautiful. Now I've seen some demonstrators put these papers in like a frame and like do a picture like a home decor, so that's really pretty. So again, you get both stamp sets, both sets of dies, the designer series paper, the toile ribbon, the embellishment dots, and the toned metallic 12 by 12 specialty paper. Let's see what they've made. Okay, so here on page 42 they show a one sheet wonder. So it's a cutting guide to take one sheet of paper and make multiple cards with it. So we'll be doing that in the upcoming months. But here you can see what I was talking about, how they've kind of made a frame using the designer series paper, which is really neat. And then they've gifted that. So it's a way to use your DSP for home decor. Okay, then we have next scrapbooking from scratch. And the colors in this are Cherry Cobbler, Real Red, Old Olive, Pool Party, Secret Sea, and Gold. So with this we have, so these products on page 45 coordinate with the Traditions of Christmas Sweet collection on page 23. So we'll go back to page 23 for just a minute. And remember page 23, it had the sweet collection of these two stamp sets and the wreath embossing folder and all the dies and whatnot and the beautiful floral DSP. That coordinates with this. So this stamp set is Keeping Traditions. It's a photopolymer stamp set, 16 stamps, that's a lot. And then you have the designer series paper and a sticker sheet. So this is sold separately from that other kit that you saw. And then there's the 12 by 12 DSP, no, I'm sorry, not DSP, two-tone cardstock, excuse me, that you can get. So if you don't want the whole collection, you can buy different parts of it separately. Same thing with Peaceful Days. This coordinates with the sweet collection that we saw on page 33. So we'll pop back there really quick to refresh your memory. This was the sweet collection here of Peaceful Garden. And that coordinates with this. So you have Peaceful Days, which is different than this stamp set. You'll notice this stamp set that comes in the sweet collection is Peace on Earth. But the one on this page, page 47, is Peaceful Days. It's 9 stamps. And then you have the designer series paper and the sticker sheet and the 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock. And I like how they did this scrapbook page. It almost looks like they used wood here, tiered pieces of wood. So that's kind of a neat effect, I think. And then that one stamp that you see here makes like a little, kind of like on a folder at the top of a folder, so that you could use that like they've used it up here at the top, like written in the date and the name. So that's fun. I like that idea. I like that Stampin' Up! Has some great examples in their catalog of how to use their tools and their stamp sets. So here we have on page 48, it talks about the cut and emboss machines that Stampin' Up! Has. As you may or may not know, there's two sizes. There's the regular size and there's the mini for your smaller dies. And both are great. I've used both and they're both fantastic. Okay, here we have a cute little bundle. It is called Fluffy Squirrel. It is a stamp set and a punch. And as you all know, if you're from this area, we have squirrels. And we're kind of famous for black squirrels that we have in our area. So this is a cute photopolymer stamp set. You get 12 stamps. Excuse me. The sentiments are: go nuts, it's your birthday. Can't wait to see you again. May you gather happiness. And so you can, stamp the one stamp and then use the other one to fill it in. Same thing with this. And as you can see, the squirrels are facing each other. So you could put more than one squirrel on your card and have them face each other. That would be cute. And then you have the Fluffy Squirrel Builder Punch, which punches out, I believe, this die right here, or the stamp set right here. And then it's got the little acorn. Isn't that cute? And then there's some really cute samples here of what they've designed with the stamp set and bundle. And it looks here like they've done some stitching on the card, which is pretty cute. So let me know what you think of the fluffy squirrel. Oh, okay. Chris, you like the sweet collection, but you're not sure what you think of the Light and Wonder. I know, it's really beautiful. I don't know, it's really beautiful. I do agree that it's beautiful. And I'm like you, Chris, I do like the traditional colors best. That's just how I am. But I do think the others are pretty, but I prefer the traditional colors. Okay, on page 50, we have a stamp set and dies. Branching out is the stamp set, and it has 18 stamps. So that's quite a bit. And then you have the branching out dies. Now, I don't know how much you all pay attention to dies, but you think, well, I don't need that die set because I'm not getting the stamps. But I will tell you this, there's 10 dies in this die set. And so these make great, these would make great labels. And you could do like a shadow box effect with these. So that would be really cool. So I really like that. And they've got some simple little cards and gift tags here. Of course, the pine bows are always really cute. Kind of reminds me of Scotch pine. And here's kind of what I was telling you about. It kind of looks like it's like almost beveled here. And I think that's a neat effect. So what do you think of that one, Chris? It's cute. I like the simplicity of it. And I love that there's so many dies because these dies like this, I mean, you can have, and you will use these forever. They will never go out of style. You'll always have a need for those or use for those. On page 51, we have Words for the Season stamp set. It has 10 cling stamps. Again, that means the red rubber. And then we have Words for the Season dies, 10 of those. I like the font of the Words for the Season dies. Those are pretty. Merry Christmas, Greetings, New Year, Halloween. Oh, we got Halloween in there. Happy Wishes, Autumn and Holidays. I like that. And the words for the season on the stamp set are greetings to you and yours. Wishes, happy, have a spectacular Halloween. Let's toast to yesterday's achievements and tomorrow's bright future. May the magic of Christmas fill each corner of your home and heart. Beautiful sentiment there. And cheery wishes. So incredibly grateful for all my blessings, especially you. May your holiday season be filled with joy and happiness. So some really great sentiments there. And this is kind of cute how they did this card. Kind of wonky with the paper, but it's a fun design. And these are just little small cards and gift tags again. Very cute. And remember that you get 10% off the bundles. When you buy a bundle, it's 10% off. Okay, now I like this Snowy Delights bundle. Now I love snowflakes, but I'm really not a fan of being out in the snow. So there you go. So you get a stamp set and decorative mask and dies. So let's check this out. On the stamp set, it is photopolymer, and you get 7 stamps. Look at this nice big snowflake stamp. I love this. Beautiful. I remember as a kid cutting out paper snowflakes. That's something that I still like to do. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, so the sentiments are a warm hello, joy to the world, with family, friends, and long peaceful nights, sending you joy and many delights, a winter wish for snowy delights, and then of course little snowflakes, and then you have these Snowy Delight decorative masks. There's 4 of them, one of each of design, and what I like about Stampin' Up's decorative masks is that they have this little notch up in the upper left-hand corner, and they have a number below it, so that you know in what order to use the masks. And so you start with 1, and then you build on it with 2 and 3 and 4, etc. So they make it so easy. And so they show here that you can create textured backgrounds with embossing paste and palette knives or classic stamp ink. So, you know, you could blending brush that. That would be pretty. Then you have the Snowy Delight dies. Six dies. The largest is 4.25 inches by 4 inches. That's huge. That's a big die. But all of these are just beautiful images. I love that. And it says here the die cuts out peek through pieces. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I love this stamp set and this bundle. What do you think? You like it? Awesome. Okay, this is cute. Gingerbread Man bundle. Okay, so you have the Gingerbread Man stamp set, which is 15 photopolymer stamps. These sentiments are Seasons Eatings. That's cute. Seasons Eatings. Baking Spirits Bright. Sugar and Spice and Everything Nice. Oh Snap. And then there's little gumdrops and things. And the Gingerbread Man dies. One die cuts out multiple images. So you'll cut out gumdrops, candy canes, the Gingerbread Man, of course, little snow cap and different faces it looks like for the Gingerbread Man. So that's cute. Little pieces of candy. That stamp set is $54. That's stamp set and dies combined. And then you could get 10% off of that. So that's good. And then over here on the right hand side we have delightful decorative embellishments. There's 234 in that package. The shades are Timid Tiger, Shaded Spruce, and Real Red. Timid Tiger is one of our new in colors, but I like that combination. That's pretty together. And the Gift of Joy photopolymer stamp set has 18 stamps in it. Wishing you a season wrapped in love and tied up with joy. Happy Christmas, Merry, so grateful for the gift of you. Cute little stockings that you could watercolor or use a Stamp and Blend. Or, you know, a color pencil. So that's fun. And build a little present. Okay, then we have the Stay Warm photopolymer stamp set. And this is pretty cute, I have to say. Now, you can ink and stamp both sides. This is a reversible stamp. So that is pretty neat. I like that idea. So you stamp one side for the general shape of the sweater, and then you flip it over and use the other side to stamp in the detail of the sweater. So it's like a twofer. And there's 7 stamps in that set. So you have the sweater, you have the socks with little hearts, you have the snow cap here, and little mittens and hearts. So yeah, that's cute. I like that. I love this die. This is beautiful. And that is over here on page 57. We have the pattern tag dies. You get 6 dies. And as you can see, this one has kind of like poinsettias, what makes me think of poinsettia flowers anyway. And then you have the striped image there, then just a plain one. And then this with like the pine cones that we saw over here, which I just love. That's beautiful. One die cuts out multiple images. And here we have an embossing folder that is Christmas Words Collage. Oh, well, that's really neat. And then there's dies that can cut out multiple images. So you can just use, you can emboss this folder, emboss this, and then cut it out with the dies. And then you have multiple phrases all ready to go for your cards that you want to make. That's pretty clever, isn't it? Yeah, it's got Holly Jolly, Dear Santa, Let It Snow, Love, Peace, Happy Christmas, Cheer, Joy, Merry and Bright, Hope, 'Tis the Season, Wonder, Season's Greetings, fa la 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 la. That's very cool. I like that. So here you can see up above, excuse me, you can see how they've used the gift tags. The plain one, they used gold specialty paper in the background. And here they used the poinsettia one with some brown, looks like maybe pecan pie in the background, and then real red on top. And here they used the striped die cut with some white in the background and maybe some kind of silver specialty paper on top. Very pretty. Here they've used the embossing folder, the Christmas words embossing folder, and then they've also cut out some of the words and attached those over where they were on there. So that's pretty cute. Yeah, I think that's very likable. What do you think? You like that one? Me too, Chris. On page 58, we have the Joyful Tidings Cling Stamp Set, and this makes basically a wreath. You have two parts of a wreath, and there's some images here of samples of cards that they've made doing that. Here's where a card where they just use one half of the wreath, and that looks pretty there and how they've designed that. The sentiments are tidings of joy this Christmas season, Noel, peace, hope, and joy, believe, may the wonder and magic of Christmas fill you with delight. Now the one on top, to me, it kind of reminds me a little of fall. I don't know why, but it's got pine cones and it looks like oranges and what have you. And then this one makes me think a little more of Christmas. But anyway, you would stamp this twice, obviously, to make a full wreath of either one. And then here we have some iridescent pearl basic jewels. Those are pretty faint there. I don't know if you can see those, but right down there in the corner. I don't know if it helps if I hold it up closer. Does that help? Does that help you if I hold it up closer to the camera, or does it just kind of look blurry? Page 59, we have Magic and Hope 9 Cling stamps, and they've got like some little swirly designs, a Christmas bell, cheer, magic, and hope sentiment, some ribbon, tidings of comfort and joy, a branch, and to and from stamp and Noel. And then there's some samples here of what they've done. Looks like they've done some embossing here, which is pretty. That makes that really pretty. That bow come to life with that gold embossing powder, doesn't it? I like that. The little paper tag dies. Very cute. So the stamp set coordinates with the paper tag dies. Just FYI. Let's see what else we have. Last but not least, we have, well, not quite last yet, I guess. So on page 60, we have Happy Place Cling Stamp Set. This is a really cool stamp set. One of the Stampin' Up! Demonstrators designed this. She had reached 1 million in sales, and so when a demonstrator reaches $1 million in sales, they are offered the opportunity to design a stamp set. And so Sharon Armstrong, she created this. She loves the beach. If you don't know her, she loves the beach. And this has great sentiments. This is for you, happy, hey y'all, she is from Texas, birthday, life, place, days, times, retirement. So it could read, happy life, happy place, happy days, happy times, happy retirement, happy birthday. But this happy stamp, it's got palm trees on it and ocean, and I've seen some really beautiful cards with this, really gorgeous. So as you can see here, they've used it on a scrapbook page with some beach pictures. They've used some stamping blends to color it in, and that's pretty neat. Here they've made a card with it, and with the excuse me, with the red rubber stamps, if you don't know, you can use your Stampin' Write markers to color those in and then stamp the image, and that's how you get the different colors. So that's a great stamp set. Then we have Petal Arrangements, which has 6 cling stamps in it, and this is pretty. It reminds me of artichokes. What do you think? Okay, you didn't like the happy, Chris, I'm asking you. I see a no. Is it the Happy Place cling stamp set that you don't like? Is that the one that you don't like? Or am I just behind in your post? let me know. The buildable blooms, it is pretty. This is a cling stamp set, so it comes all together, and so you can stamp it as one, like image, or you can break it apart and stamp it each flower separately. So you can kind of build a card, I guess, with the images. Yeah, this isn't really my cup of tea. I mean, it's pretty, but again, it reminds me of artichokes. So, I don't know. What do you think of the artichoke? I'm going to call it the artichoke stamp set. What do you think of that one, Chris? Tell me what you think of this one here on page 61. I want to say it's pretty, but I just can't get over that it looks like artichokes. So, okay, and so that is the end of the mini catalog. In the back is the index, so they've got it grouped for dies, embellishments, embossing, folders, paper accents, like your ephemera, your ribbon and trim, your scrapbook workshop kits, your stamp sets, just solo stamp sets, and then tools. And then what I wanted to tell you, what was I going to tell you? Oh, so not only did this catalog, yeah, right, I know, ugh. So not only did this catalog go live today, but also there's new kits available online, and in the online exclusives, there's additional stamp sets. So don't forget to go to my store, RebeccaK_1.stampin'.net. Type in the search bar online exclusives, and you can type in kits, and you will see all the new kits, and you will see the new online exclusives. So everything's not here in the catalog. They don't put everything in the catalog anymore. They're continually, every month, I should look over here. This is where the camera is. I'm watching the screen. Every month, of course, they release new kits and new online exclusives. So there are some great online exclusives too. So you have any questions, Chris, about what we looked at or anything in the catalog? What was your favorite thing, do you think, that you saw in the catalog tonight? Do you have a couple favorite things that you really loved? I'm just curious. I like to know what people like, and then I can relay that. Did you have any things that really caught your eye and you're like, oh, I really love that? Have you started making your Christmas cards? Anybody? I have. I'm trying to think if I've started making any. I've got my Halloween cards started. That's something, right? But I haven't started the Christmas cards. I got to make my Christmas list of people I'm going to send them to, because that gets updated every year because I meet new people. So, yeah, let me know what your favorite thing is. And Chris, I have a catalog for you, so I don't know. Am I going to see you Saturday, do you think? Otherwise, I can drop it in your door sometime. Your front door. So you have it. The traditional scrapbook kit can also like the ingredients for you. Mix and match ephemera pack. I know. I love the mix and match ephemera pack because I think it just really helps simplifies card making. And especially at Christmas time. Oh, great. You have one? Okay. Where did you get yours? Where'd you get your catalog? What was I going to say? Yeah, the ephemera packs just make card making so easy and quick, and especially at Christmas time when we don't have enough hours in the day, you know, the holidays, that really helps to, you know, get your Christmas cards done. So, oh, did I give you one already? I couldn't remember. See? There you go. Okay, well, thank you for joining me tonight, Chris. And I hope that you will come back and join me on my other lives, as I will be doing, not tonight, obviously, but other times when I do assemble cards and whatever, because I'm trying to remember to post it to Facebook for people to come over and join me on the YouTube channel. So I can build my business and audience. So I appreciate you attending and walking through the catalog with me. I hope that you're having a good week and the rest of the week goes good for you. Let me know about Saturday. And what else? I think that's it. Oh, did you see the cards? I don't know. Were you here at the beginning, Chris? Did you see the Halloween cards? Aren't these cute? They're kind of kid-like. I want to say they're not too scary. There's 1 and 2 and 3. But anyway. Oh, thank you, Chris. You have a good night too, and have a great rest of the week, okay? And again, thanks for joining me. Okay, until next time, everybody take care. Bye for now.